Hello, peeps. Yo, gracias. Thank you for tuning back in. We're back here once again with LightItUpTV. So we're here hanging out at Sphinx. So fellas over here, they're having a few shishas. So just figured we'd come kick it. So I just want to let you guys know we have a new artist here this week. So he's a very talented guy. He's had a number of shows. He's done a number of live performances. He's got many sponsors. He's got many different people backing him up, showing his talent, and they're willing to sponsor him and back up his name. So I can explain a bit more about him, but I'll let this guy talk for himself, man. I think he can speak for himself. So I'd like to introduce you all to Raiza. Raiza, how you doing, man?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, definitely, no doubt. So it's a pleasure to have you, definitely indeed, man. So Raiza, we need to know, man, which section of New Zealand you're representing today. Like, where are you from? Where are you based? Like, what's your foundation?
Well, I live in Hamilton, but I spend a lot of my time in Auckland. You know, I'm back and forth. You know, I do most of my shows in Auckland and most of my music over here. So, but Hamilton is kind of the place where I go back to chill out and to get myself back together.
Yeah, but Hamilton is an interesting place, man. It's a very interesting place. I took a road trip one time, and I literally drove through the city, and it took me 10 minutes. I was in and out of the city. It's so small. But I love the place. I love it. It's a lot there, and it's an interesting scene. An interesting scene you have to check out for yourself. So, let me also ask you, man, like, I did a little bit of artist research on him, and I found out you're from Rwanda, man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm originally from Rwanda.
Yeah.
I grew up in South Africa, Johannesburg.
Wow, man.
And we moved to New Zealand when I was 13, 14.
Yeah.
And this has been home since.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, home base here. So, definitely. When you came here, did you speak any bit of English? Or?
Yeah, well, you know, we grew up speaking English in South Africa, you know.
Okay.
So English was my first language.
It's an English colony. I tend to forget that. Definitely, at one time. And by the Dutch, you know.
You know, so yeah, we could speak English, and you know, I just had to kind of readjust and try to figure out my place in New Zealand, and you know who I was as a person, and you know as being an immigrant from Johannesburg and Rwanda. So
definitely.
But it's a good place to call home.
Definitely. We're all immigrants here. We're all immigrants in New Zealand, that's for sure. So no doubt, man. So man, I just want to know, like, you've got a big, deep-rooted history, man, like in music, you know? So what was your musical inspirations growing up?
You know, I grew up listening to the likes of, one of the first artists I listened to was Tupac.
Yeah.
You know, Bone Thugs.
Yeah, Bone Thugs.
You know, that just happened to be what was available to me as a kid.
Yeah.
And you know, as time went on, I started to find different forms of inspiration, like Nas, Talib Kweli, Mos Def.
I feel a bit of Nas in your flow. It's something about his flow that's very East Coast. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's a very East Coast sound, you know.
Well, you know, that's what we grew up listening to, and, you know, trying to emulate. Yeah. And for me, there's a certain part of me that will always be trapped in that era.
Yeah, definitely. That's where your heart's at. That's where his foundation is he's influenced by that sound and that style of music, man. Just boom bap and just that whole era, that KRS-One, you know. So I understand, man. I vibe with it. I vibes with it, definitely, man. So that's what's good, man. So awesome, man. Another question, man, was like, what artists, like, right now are you listening to that you feel like, you know, is, I don't know, that's just influential, like, at the moment? What new artist that's currently out do you find the most dopest? I'll just put it that way. You know, it could be Drake, it could be Wayne, anybody, you know?
Well, you know, I listen to so many different types of music and so many different types of hip-hop that it just really depends on the mood. But I say some of the people who I think are probably changing things are the likes of, you know, I say Joey Badass.
Yeah.
You know, within New Zealand, you know, the likes of Ad Peace.
Yeah.
Third Eye, which is a crew that my homie Bronson is from.
Oh, Bronson, yeah. We're here with Bronson today. So Bronson, he's shining out. I was trying to keep that a secret, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it came time, you know, we all sitting here, so we got to introduce, indeed.
So, and a whole bunch of new stuff, like Chance the Rapper, you know, the whole Pro Area Squad, you know, I even like some of the stuff that's coming up coming out of the ASAP camp.
Yeah,
you know, this really depends. You know, Dom Kennedy.
Yeah.
It depends on if I'm feeling in the, you know, Kendrick too.
Kendrick, you can't forget Kendrick Lamar.
I feel like Kendrick is, you know, is not really a new artist anymore.
Yeah.
He's an established.
He's built
artist.
his name. He's built his name. He's had his time.
But definitely, you know, I think he opened the door for a lot of the more creative stuff that's coming out.
Definitely.
But it really just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm in an ignorant mood.
Yeah, sometimes you get in the mood where you want something gangster, and other times you get in the mood where you just want to think intellectually, just jazz out, vibe, be smooth. So definitely, I understand the zone, man.
Yeah,
I understand it definitely, man.
But I think, you know, for me, any artist who's being themselves and doing what they do the best, you know, better than anyone else could. I'm happy with that. You know? Even the most gangster shit, even the most raw shit, as long as it comes from the right place.
As long as it comes from the heart.
Yeah.
Sincere, you know. We don't like fraudulent, you know. We don't like fraudulent stuff. No Officer Ricky, you know what I'm saying? And shouts out to Rick Ross. We like Ross. But straight up, man, I just want to tell you, man, like I find what you're doing very creative and very dope. You know, and also on top of that, man, I just as far as your music goes, like, where do you want to see yourself in the next like 2 years? 2 years time, because he's hustling hard in New Zealand. Where do you see yourself, man?
I hope, you know, in 2 years, I hope to take my music abroad.
Yeah.
You know, I have the people overseas who listen to my music.
Yeah.
You know, but right now we don't have the resources to take the music there.
To be able to,
And so I think that there's a lot of places that I'd like to go, and, you know, to personally go in and introduce them to my music.
I gotta respect his hustle, because this young man right here, man, he's been doing a lot of performances throughout New Zealand, in Auckland, he's been in Hamilton, he goes to Wellington, you know, and there's not many artists out there even hungry enough to do that. You know, so you're actually really building a name for yourself. On top of music videos, such on and so forth, man.
Thanks, man.
And yo, this cat is tall, man. Like, yo, I was with him earlier, and we were sitting in the car. I got picked up. I'll be very honest with you. I got picked up in the car. This dude got out the car, and I thought I was the tallest dude there, and then I saw him, and then I saw my boy over here. Everybody over here, we giants. Titans around here, Titans.
If you want to challenge us to a 3-on-3 game.
Exactly. Yeah, we just had a document on the last episode, so you guys want to show and pimp us, you know, and get down to some basketball, holler. We got a 3-man shootout. It's including me.
But you gotta watch out for Shackles, man.
Oh,
That guy, and he's a good baller.
Oh, okay. I didn't know all that, man. Shackles, I'm watching out for you, man. You're gonna need some shackles on your ankles, man. After I break them with my crossover, man. You didn't see me play that. You didn't see me play. So yeah, man, definitely. Well, fellas, I just want to thank you all. You need to let them know what show they're kicking it on, man.
You're on LightItUpTV. My name is Raiza Biza, and I'm just happy to be here.
Definitely, man. So thank you all, man. Light It Up TV. We're gonna move on to part 2, and we'll be right back. So tune in.